It can happen to the best of us. We find ourselves getting in the same rut, cooking the same thing over and over. So every once in a while, it's nice to step out of that comfort zone and do something really fun like today. CJ, check that out! We made an ostrich egg. If you can't tell, I am super excited about this one. This is a really fun video. You've made eggs before. Making an ostrich egg is no different than making a chicken egg. Actually, I take that back. It's very different, but in principle, it's the same. I'm gonna show you guys how to make an ostrich egg dinner platter if you wanna order these online and do something fantastic for a brunch or a special occasion. Stick around and I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. Now to go with this beautiful ostrich egg, I wanna make a beautiful little platter. So I'm gonna cook some thick cut bacon. I cut it in half, cooked it over medium-low, medium heat. I wanna render out all of that beautiful fat because we're gonna cook our mushrooms in it later. I'm also gonna cook some ham and some breakfast sausage. Now this is slowly turning into a full English breakfast, but there are a few Southern little tricks in there that I'm gonna be adding. Once the bacon is finished, I like mine nice and crispy. Go ahead and pull those off. The same thing with the ham. We just want a little bit of caramelization, crisp them up just a little bit, and the sausages as well. Now in that residual bacon fat, we're gonna throw down some baby portobellos. You could do full-size portobellos if you like. I just really want a huge beefy mushroom flavor to go with this ostrich egg. I also have some shallots. I'm just gonna cut them in half, peel them and throw them down. I wanna get a little caramelization on the cut side, but I don't wanna go too far to caramelize and soften them up. I'm gonna do the same thing with a bit of red onion. We want some of that rich sweetness to come out, but we don't want them to be too soft. It wouldn't be close to a full English breakfast without some baked beans, so I'm gonna take some baked beans into a small little pot, right onto low medium heat on my griddle top. I'm gonna add some of our new Blackstone sweet maple seasoning. This has a beautiful sweetness with just a bit of savory. It's fantastic, bringing a little bit more of that Southern boy out in my baked beans. Ostrich eggs are surprisingly similar to chicken eggs. CJ, come right in. So you can see what we're used to for breakfast in the morning is this beautiful little guy right here. Those are for my chickens right out there. And this behemoth is our ostrich egg. Now this is the equivalent of 24 regular chicken eggs, depending on the size of the egg. Basically, it is a massive egg, but to get into this is a good bit different than a chicken egg. So we're gonna take our cleaver, we're gonna take the back side, and we're basically gonna make a beautiful little halo on this angel and peel it back and get ourselves a nice over easy egg. So what we wanna do is that we don't wanna go too low, otherwise the albumin and the white might start to spill out. So we're gonna start right on top. You gotta be a little aggressive with it. Get that crack, there we go. We're gonna keep cruising all the way around to create a nice little halo. Now, if you want to, just to make it a little bit easier, you can start from the top, just to give yourself a place to peel back in just a bit. Essentially, what we're looking for is a fairly smooth edge, so we don't crack our beautiful yolk. All right, now once we get here, we can start peeling away some of that shell. Now you'll feel once you start to peel it, it's quite a bit more dense. A lot, you can hear, it's like glass. You hear it falling, CJ? Let me see if I can do another piece. Yeah, listen, you hear that? That's amazing. Ostrich eggs are also extremely rich, way more rich and creamy than a chicken egg. So we're gonna basically create this beautiful little halo. You like that, CJ? Little halo on this angel? Like that. Now be careful we don't break. We don't want, oops, some of the white's starting to come. Let's be careful on that top piece. Essentially what we're looking for is a nice smooth edge so we don't break that beautiful creamy yolk. Okay, that looks fantastic. Let's get a non-stick saute pan over to our griddle on medium-low heat. To that, I'm gonna add a good bit of unsalted butter. We want that to come up to heat. Now, working with an egg this big, we do wanna season it, but we're gonna rely on all the flavors of our accoutrement, all of the other fun stuff, so we don't have to worry too much about the seasoning on our egg. Now, the last piece of this puzzle is we're gonna break this little piece of protein right on top, exposing the, oh, come on now. Oh, maybe. Gotta be gentle with it. Get a good grip on it and you're good. There we go. We just need to break this part. We can let some of that white fall out. There we go. Protect that yolk. All right, this is looking stunning. And once we have enough space, we can go right down, hopefully keeping our yolk intact. All right, here we go. Beautiful. If you really want it to be extra lovely, we can very gently pull that yolk right back to the center before it gets too hot. Just kind of be gentle with her and pull it right back into the middle. That's close enough. That way we have a beautiful fried ostrich egg. Let's hit that with just a bit of salt and pepper. And we're gonna let this go for about 15 minutes or so, depending on how you like your egg cooked. But I definitely want that sexy dippy egg, and this is gonna be some serious big sexy dippy egg. To add just a bit of roughage to this delicious breakfast, I want to add some asparagus. I'm basically going to just cut them on a bias, give it a nice pretty angle while cutting off that fibrous tip. Let's hit that with a bit of salt and pepper, maybe a little bit of olive oil, get it nice and crispy. I've also got some French bread. I like a heavier bread. It gives me a nicer bite. I feel like it's a bit of a beefier breakfast, so I'm going to cut that on the bias, toast that down, a little bit of that bacon fat if you want to bring that back onto your griddle. Get it nice and toasty on both sides. The last little bit that I like to do are these beautiful tiny grape tomatoes on the vine. It's like a bright punch of sweetness, a little tartness to our breakfast. A little salt and pepper, olive oil goes a long way. Now, once we're all finished, I mean, it's just kind of like putting a little puzzle together. We've created all the pieces. Now it's time to put together this masterpiece. I'm gonna grab a large platter. If you don't have one this big, you might need to go get one. Let's go ahead and put our egg right down into the center. Be as delicate as you can to maintain that beautiful look. Then we're gonna cover the rest of our platter with all of these delicious goodies. We've got some meat, we've got some vegetables, we've got some bread, and in the center of this masterpiece, a gorgeous fried ostrich egg. The only thing left to do is eat it. There are some times, CJ, I look right past the camera, and everyone at home, there's just times when I have to take a step back and marvel at how amazing food is, because I get to eat this. And if you guys, CJ gets to eat this. He will, you will, right? Of course he will. Let's get into this. I'm gonna start with the bread. CJ, come on in. Check out this beautiful, creamy yolk. Look at that. Now, there is a difference in the yolk. I don't know if you can tell, buddy, but it's almost like custard. It's rich, it's creamy, unbelievable. So much fun. If you do this one at a party or a special event, this will bring the roof down. This is a showstopper. This is a crowd pleaser. What other metaphors can I use? It's unbelievable, is what it is, and it's not hard. You guys know how to cook eggs. Just do that to the 10th, 11th, 12th, I don't even know. I'm verklempt. Too many things going in my mind, too much deliciousness. This is a really, really fun one. Again, this is just all about technique. Very simple, take your time, order this online, bring the house down. You guys are gonna love it. Be sure to tag me in the post if you do, tag Blackstone products. Also check out CJ's First Cooking Show, check out Betty's show, check out Todd's show, but this is Cook, Eat, Repeat, where we help you become a better cook one recipe at a time. I'm your host, Chef Nathan Lippy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.